Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here. And today, finally introduced into the game, we have the Tier 7 Premium American Battleship, the California. Now, this is a ship that I have been waiting for quite some time, basically since they announced her, and God, she's thick. Look at that. Ain't no need to go through the Panama Canal for this one. Um, but anyway, yeah, this ship. I was very excited when they announced this ship because I actually mentioned the Tennessee class back. Oh shoot, I think almost not quite a year ago, maybe like 9 or 10 months ago, and the top five future premium ships series. I think it was like the second or first video of that series. That's where I just suggested some future ideas for premium ships, and I think it was like 4 months after that they actually announced the California, which is a Tennessee class. Now, do I think that they saw my video and put it in the game? No, of course not. These ships are in development for an eternity before they're even announced. But yes, I'm very excited that the ship is in the game. She was a real ship too, not a paper ship, so that's even more exciting. There's been a lot of negativity around her and such, but again, we'll see how she performs and how well I do with her. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at her stats. No captain skills have been applied, nor any modules equipped. So let's go ahead and take a peek at her armor real quick. She is tier 7, so she has a dreadnought style, of course. 26 millimeter bow, 26 millimeter upper plating, 35 millimeter torpedo bulges, massive torpedo bulges, 26 millimeter rear plating, and a 203 millimeter aft plate. Let's take away those torpedo bulges and look at her armor. There we go. So she's got 343 millimeter armor belt and 44 meter torpedo bulkhead. And let's look at her citadel. Whoops. Our citadel's well below the waterline, just like the rest of the American dreadnought. So, I mean, pretty much just like the American dreadnought, she's going to be one tanky ship at tier 7, but again, she can get up tier to tier 9, so that's where a lot of the roughness is going to come with her. Artillery, survivability, she has 58,000 hit points, which is pretty on par for tier 7. 35% torpedo protection damage reduction, that's again pretty decent for tier 7. Now her artillery, she has 12 of these 14-inch guns, and this is the part that I definitely disagree with Wargaming, where they gave her a 34-second reload. A 34-second reload on 14-inch guns at tier 7. Now 14-inch guns, even by tier 7 standards, they're on the smaller side. The only other ship that has that, if I'm correct, is the King George V. Now the Leon does have, of course, small guns, but she has 16 of them. But California has 12 and a 34-second reload time. That's rough. That's really rough. All right, but a 180 time of 60 seconds, maximum dispersion 259 meters, and an HE shell damage of 5,000 damage per shell. 30% chance starting a fire, though. That's actually pretty decent on 12 guns. 10,000. Oh my God! What the? Oh, okay. I had a brain fart, and I thought that the shell velocity of the AP shells was like 10,000. No, the maximum AP shell damage is 10,500. Maximum range 90.9 kilometers. AP shell velocity 823 meters a second. HE shell velocity 861 meters a second. So the shells are actually quite quick for an American battleship. Normally, the American battleship shells are, if we look at the Colorado, 763 meters a second. They're normally quite slow. That's quite nice. And see at the Arizona, she too has 14-inch guns, and her shell velocity is 792 meters a second. So that's quite quick. Most of the Americans' battleships are normally in the 700 range, but so that's nice. Nice to make up for having 16-inch guns at tier 7. Oh, and her secondary battery guns, she has 16 127 millimeter guns, and they are the modern 5-inch turrets. They do look pretty neat. Their range is 5 kilometers, and their chance of starting a fire is 5%, and they can pin 21 millimeters of armor. Now, I do believe there was a version of this where it actually was meant to be a secondary ship, but that problem came from her speed, because she was very, very slow, and is very, very slow. Alright, AA defense. She actually has good AA from what I've heard. She has a rating of 87, which by tier 7 standards, that is pretty dang high, because the Colorado only has 62. So she does have that going for her. Concealment, detectability range of IC is 13.1 kilometers, and she has a... Oh, whoops. I meant to look at her speed first. So maximum speed is 20.5 knots. I can go up to 21.5 with the speed flag. Target circle radius is 640 meters, and rudder shift time of 14.7 seconds. And we already looked at her concealment with a range of 13.1 kilometers base. Okay, so I have no idea how to build this thing. Probably tank, actually, because her AA is already so good. So I'm going to slap a commander on here and slap some modules on here, and I will be back with you guys in a second. Alright, so this is what I've done. I played around with a couple of the modules to see exactly how they change the statistics. So for the captain build, I have preventive maintenance, MLG turrets, adrenaline rush, superintendent, basics of survivability, and fire prevention. If I had 4 more points, I would then take concealment, but I don't right now. And for the module build, she is only a tier 7. She only has 4 slots. Main armaments mod 1, damage con 1, artillery plotting room mod 1, and then damage con systems mod 2. And I was debating taking turret rotation since they did get rid of the penalty to the reload time, but I have a feeling the range is going to come in very, very helpful when we get up tiered. So now she has a range of 23 kilometers. So we have that going for us too. And I do believe she does have a spotter plane. She does have spotter plane. I think I'm going to keep that on there for now. And because I hope her AA is decent enough to deal with tier 8 carriers, but we will see. I'm going to slap some flags on here, and I'll see you guys in battle. She is slow, and that is the Colorado's biggest problem with tier 7, that it's agonizingly slow. But it has 16-inch guns to, to kind of make up for that. But 12, 14-inch guns, I mean, we'll find out. Alright, let's see how this does. Okay, good hits. So when she can see stuff, she can hit it. And the dispersion really isn't that bad. It's actually kind of okay. Reminds me of the Montana so far. Yeah, reminds me a lot of the Montana. The reload is abysmal, though. Like, I can't defend that. Is he going in reverse now? No, he's just sitting there. His autopilot stopped. Turrets 3 and 4 with that great dispersion there. There we go. 17k him one hit. So it can bully aircraft carriers. Hmm. Slap Bismarcks too. God, the reload is just so... Jeez. So, I mean, the dispersion... I think that was the loosest salvo I've seen so far from the dispersion. There's a Gade. And an Akatsuki. Ooh, good hit there on the Ashitaka. And 5k. Actually, I haven't been touched this game by enemy shells. $17k hit on the Bismarck. $18k hit on the Bismarck. Jeez. Oh, now we're gonna take some hits. What is Ashitaka doing? Ricochets off of her stern. Oh, too thick, can't make the turn. Ooh, sit it on the Ashitaka. Plus side, my reload's a bit quicker now. Can I get the rear two turrets out there? 2,000 hits. This should hit more. This maybe. We'll finish. Nope. Oh, we won. So what I did, 130,000 damage first game? 136,000 damage. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely getting Montana vibes in this thing. It's weird. It's like a super slow Montana. Alright, let's keep going. I think I predicted his turn wrong, because he was kind of maneuvering there. Uh-oh. Gorizia. First day California came out. It's of course in the everybody wants to shoot the crap out of it phase of its life. See how this does. Ah, boy. That was good. That was so freaking good. Oh my god. Oh, you want some Tuzar? Oh god, if I can do this. I don't know, he's 15 kilometers away. Oh, he's undetected. Oh god, that was good. It's been a while since I had that good of a laugh in this game. Come on, Leander. Come out. Ah, overpins. He just smoked himself up. Why would you... Like, dude, like... You gotta know when you're out of your smoke, man. I should have used my heal by now, yes, but I'm also riding it because, you know, the reload. Ooh, dang! 16,000 hit on the Piotr. Leander, you're speeding. This is a no speeding zone. Oh. I thought I lagged there, but no, he just slammed to the carcass of his Nolan, what are you doing right there? Of his DD. Little funky dispersion there. Still gonna set it off on him. There we go. Czar's come to avenge his fellow Italian cruisers. God, the team is absolutely moving as a absolute lemming, and I'm just lucky enough to be on the flank where they're all showing me their broadside. Oh my god, this is great. Helena, use your rear turret, bud. Oh god. Fine, I'll use my heal now. Hello, Piotr. Goodbye, Piotr. Oh my god, this thing's like the hand of God. Ah, overpins. Yorkie got that, right? No? Okay. And then there was one. There we go. $159,000 damage done, 2 ships sunk. Yeah, okay. So in a tier 8 game, we did 139,000 damage and came up one of the team. On a tier 7 game, we did 159,000 damage and came one of the team. Now, I do have a feeling that if this thing, well, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this thing is up tier to tier 9, it's not going to do as well. Because it is basically a tier 7. You can either look at it as a tier 7 Montana or a tier 7 New Mexico. I'm leaning more toward a tier 7 Montana, given its dispersion reminds me so much of Montana's. It really does. Because it's consistent, but every now and then you get a kind of a wonky shot, but it's extremely consistent. No, I'm hot. Oh, hi there. Yep, I'm going down here, boys. There we go. Again, when it can shoot stuff, it's pretty devastating. But good God, yeah, the team this time just wasn't gonna let that happen. Okay, so we only did 59,000 damage that game. We still got a kill though, and we're number 3 on the team. Look at that. Oh boy. Okay, so the California. I'm surprised. When I heard the ship's stats and such, I didn't think it was going to be that good of a ship. But I gotta say, it's a pretty solid ship. I mean, first match, tier 8 game, did 139,000 damage. Second match, tier 7 game, did 159,000 damage. Third match, went sideways, just got, one of those teams. And still did 59,000 damage, which is the ship's HP pool and damage. And got a kill and still wound up in the top 3 of the team. So she feels really good. Her guns feel consistent. Again, every now and then you will get that dispersion that kind of flies all over the place. And it's really weird. This thing feels just like Montana. If you played Montana, you know her dispersion. That is pretty much what the California is in terms of dispersion. Now, in terms of tankiness, she doesn't feel all that tanky. As you guys saw, when I was finally called out in the open, I took a few good hits and they hurt pretty dang bad. But if you play this like the Montana, staying at mid to longer ranges, which you can totally do with the range on the ship, you can do pretty well. As you guys saw that first game, I didn't take any damage until like the last 5 minutes. But I already had like 100-something thousand damage by that point in time. So she feels really solid. I don't think she'll be like competitive. Like I don't see her being used in like ranked or if they ever do tier 7 clan battles or anything. I don't think she'll be used there. I mean, maybe she might work in ranked depending upon the format, but I'm pleasantly surprised, guys. I thought this was going to be a bad one, but no, she seems pretty solid in my opinion, at least, and I'm pleasantly surprised. This is a real historic ship that's a solid premium. And plus, it's only a tier 7, so it's only $30 compared to the normal price. Well, okay, $37 and change compared to the normal price of a, like a tier 8 premium or something. But she feels pretty solid. I'm surprised. I enjoy her so far. But again, this is just the first impressions video. Be sure to check back in for the second impressions video, which will be coming out in a few days as a follow-up review for this first impressions video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are on our way to 15,000 subscribers, and we're getting very, very close to our goal. So guys, hope you enjoyed, hope you're having a great day, and hope to catch you guys in the next one.